All right, guys, here we go. We're about to make an MBreakfast Elixir on organic steroids, if that's even a real thing. All right, so here we go, guys. This is gonna be my morning tonic. This is something that's gonna power me a little bit past my mid-morning snack and lunch. This is a super involved shake. It's not for the faint-hearted or the faint of the wallet, but it's definitely something that I feel I'm worth, so I'll definitely put my money where my mouth is. And here we go. I'm gonna start with some raw kefir. And this isn't the store-bought garbage that's been pasteurized. This is raw kefir. We're also gonna be having some honey in this. That's in the back here. Some our bees. Bzzz. Okay. We've also got some of this Jessica's gluten-free organic chocolate chip granola. I've really been liking this stuff. Kids love it. Our freeze-dried M-purified tea. Amazing lung tonic, amazing anti-aging. This is one of the most nutrient-dense foods in the world. It's got more saponins and alkaloids than any food we know about. It's known as a miracle food over in Asia. Our world-class Icelandic sea salt. The breakfast, the flagship, you know it's in the mix with all its energy-enhancing compounds to power us throughout our day. We're gonna add a little bit of bee pollen, local bee pollen. I'm adding a little colostrum because I have a vegan and breakfast bag back here. And in the back right there where my dark finger's hovering over, that's the last of the raw goat milk. All right, so I'm gonna break this thing down for you guys, get you guys dosages, and we're gonna get you guys feeling amazing. So the first thing we added was about 15 ounces of raw milk. I did about 3 tablespoons of this chocolate chip granola. And now I'm gonna add, about 2 ounces of the raw kefir. And we're going to now add a teaspoon of our freeze-dried gynostemma. Oops, sorry. One of these days I'll have my own cameraman. And then we're gonna add about a tablespoon of this bee pollen inside of here. A pinch of our Icelandic salt. The reason why I like to do the salt is because it really likes rounding out all these other flavors. When I made MBreakfast, I put a little salt in there just to round that out by itself. Excuse me there on the camera. But when I add this, the reason I add more Icelandic is to obviously help with more minerals, but it really helps round out other things that when you start to make tonics like this. We're gonna add, I already added one heaping, or one just level tablespoon, but I'm adding another heaping tablespoon in breakfast. So it's, two tablespoons would be enough. You don't need to add a full serving size of MBreakfast because you're adding all these other things. In my opinion, you can if you want. And then I'm just gonna do a teaspoon of our colostrum. I don't know if you guys have checked out the specs on the colostrum website, but the test, the immunoglobulins, the lactoferrin, it's off the charts comparative to anything else on the market. So anyways, enough about that. Just other than it's the best stuff ever. Single origin, non-irradiated, non-defatted. I could go on and on. It's a phenomenal product. We add it all into here. Now we're about to mix it up. So I just want to take some time here to talk a little bit about this shake and why I chose these ingredients, and also some things that you could change. I had some people sometimes ask me, well, why don't you add more protein to it? Everyone's adding protein. Protein with superfoods. Protein, protein, protein. Well, I don't really believe in all that. I think they're just trying to sell you a bunch of filler with none of the killer. And so for me, when you look on the back of MBreakfast, there's tons of things that have protein in it. Colostrum has protein in it. Bee pollen has protein in it. Kefir has protein in it. The raw goat milk has protein in it. This granola has a little protein in it. So by getting this diverse group of proteins, in our diet or in this, elixir shake here, we're able to actually get what I call the cornucopia effect, where you're getting all these little different amino acids that are attached to certain enzymes that have certain mineral matrix inside of them that are all different than each other. And I find that to be the most optimal way to get protein uptake. Now, if I was a bodybuilder and I was really trying to grow my body, then I probably would supplement even more, but I wouldn't do that first thing in the morning. Again, I like to have a moderate amount of my macronutrients in the morning. I don't try to have one more over the other. Now, I probably am in this situation, but I'm not counting it. I think when we start to get into that, we kind of get into this kind of like psychofanaticism where we start to become a little too anal retentive about our nutrition program. Nutrition should be fun, it should be exciting, you should be looking forward to making your shake in the morning. It shouldn't be a daunting task and a measuring and all this stuff and all this like left brain stuff. Because one thing that I've learned over the years is that the less is more. So the less that I try to pack in my head, the more. And a lot of the guys, you can probably see me, if you know me personally, I like wear the same thing like every day. You know, I rarely change. And again, it's still the same mentality. Like, we all have so much going on. I know all you guys can't not change. I know you have to go to an office and all this stuff and whatnot. But my point is that the idea here is that you just less stress, less stress, less stress. Go with what feels. Start to use your intuition. Start to tap into something. Now, you might make some crappy tasting shakes. You might make some things that aren't the best ever. But that's part of learning and growing, and you figure that stuff out. However, again, if I was working out and training, I would probably make a different type of shake post-workout, but not pre-workout. This would be a phenomenal pre-workout regardless. Unless I was really tired or overworked, but I still wanted to go to the gym and overwork myself, which I shouldn't do. But if I was, because I know some of you guys do that, I know most of you guys do that, I know I do that, you could add a little coffee, you could add a little matcha green tea in there on top of maybe adding a little bit more collagen if you wanted to. But again, that would be more in a post-workout shake. So this is a great morning elixir to have. It's going to empower you throughout your day. It's loaded with energy-enhancing compounds. And I just want to let you guys know it tastes amazing. So enjoy. You got any questions or comments, please reach out. That's what I'm here for. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and watching these videos. And I hope these empower you to create some magical elixirs in your kitchen.